Have you noticed how many Christmas traditions are lost in the hustle and bustle of modern life? What should be a time of togetherness and meaning gets swallowed up by endless tasks and hastily purchased decorations. But what if I told you there's a simple, cost-effective, and profoundly meaningful way to transform your family's Christmas? Creating a paper nativity scene isn't just a fun activity. It's an opportunity to teach values and create memories that will last forever. Imagine gathering the children, making space for creativity, and building something that embodies the true spirit of Christmas with just a few materials. It's more than just a decoration. It's a symbol of love and unity, crafted with your own hands. And the best part? I'll guide you through an uncomplicated step-by-step process, sharing tips to make this experience unforgettable. Ready to start something that could completely change how you experience Christmas? The magic of Christmas finds its essence in simple traditions packed with meaning. Crafting a paper nativity scene is one of those activities that brings families together and revives the true spirit of the season. Picture children working collaboratively, exploring their creativity while an adult supervises and participates, ensuring moments of learning and connection. This activity, beyond being fun, fosters values like unity and patience. It's the kind of experience that leaves a lasting impression on everyone involved. When teaching this craft, it's not just about paper and glue. It's an engaging lesson that allows children to dive into the world of creation. A handmade nativity scene transforms ordinary materials into something extraordinary, bringing to life the scene of Jesus' birth. Have you ever thought about how a simple sheet of paper can become the foundation for something so enchanting? This transformation is the magic everyone can experience. To get started, all you need is a little nudge to spark inspiration. Pick a cozy corner, gather the necessary tools, and invite the children to join in. Remember, this moment is more about building bonds than perfection. The laughter as pieces come together, or small hands holding safe scissors, are the true rewards of this process. If you're wondering how to begin, don't worry. In the next steps, we'll break down every stage of this special creation. From choosing the materials to the little secrets that bring the nativity characters to life, you'll see that it's easier than it seems. So, how about we start by exploring the items needed for this adventure? To begin this incredible journey of creation, it's essential to organize everything you'll need. First, download the free templates, which serve as the foundation of the project. You can easily find them online, and if you prefer, print them on sturdier paper to facilitate assembly. Also, set aside rounded tip scissors, especially if children are involved, white glue, and colored pencils for personal touches. This initial step is not just preparatory, but also a way to involve everyone in the anticipation of what's to come. The practice of cutting and folding paper is more than a task. It's an opportunity to teach children manual skills. Use this moment to show how to follow outlines precisely and fold at the indicated spots. If the little ones struggle, don't hesitate to help, but always encourage them to try first. To make the process even more engaging, consider using decorated paper to add a unique charm to the nativity scene. A valuable tip is to organize the cut elements into groups before starting assembly. Sort each figure or decorative item into trays or small boxes to avoid confusion. This approach not only keeps the workspace clean and functional, but also teaches children the importance of staying organized during a creative project. With all materials ready and organized, it's time to transform paper into art. In the next step, we'll delve into the secrets of assembling the characters that will bring your nativity scene to life. You're about to discover how to fold and glue the pieces to create an impressive result full of personality. With the materials prepared, it's time for the most exciting moment, bringing the characters to life. Start with the main templates such as Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. Be sure to fold each part carefully, using the guide lines as references. Apply glue sparingly to avoid smudges and press each piece for a few seconds until it's secure. For an extra touch, let the children add color to details like clothing or faces before assembling. When assembling the figures, it's a good idea to highlight each character's unique traits. Mary might have a delicate veil drawn, while Joseph could carry a staff made from a painted toothpick. These small details make all the difference and allow the children's creativity to shine. Show them how to position each piece so the figure stands upright, using well-defined folds and a stable base. To make the process even more enjoyable, turn the assembly into a narrative. As you fold and glue, tell the story of each character: Mary's serenity, Joseph's courage, and baby Jesus bringing hope. This not only keeps the children engaged, but also adds greater meaning to the craft, connecting the activity to the essence of Christmas. With the characters completed, they begin to come alive in everyone's imagination. However, a nativity scene isn't complete without its decorative elements. So, how about exploring how to create palm trees, the special donkey, and other details that make the scene unique? The next step will involve assembling these pieces to make the nativity scene even more magical. Now that the characters are ready, it's time to add the elements that will bring the scene to life. Start with the donkey, one of the most charming components of the nativity. The trick to making its head move lies in the hinges created with careful folds and a small cut at the base. Show the children how a simple adjustment can turn an ordinary piece of paper into something animated, inspiring admiration for their creations. Palm trees, besides being decorative, add a special touch to the nativity scene. To create them, use green paper for the leaves and sturdier brown paper for the trunk. The leaves can be cut in a fan shape and overlapped on top of the trunk to create an impressive visual effect. At the same time, it teaches children the importance of attention to detail. Encourage them to make variations, such as different leaf shapes or even a curved trunk. Other decorative elements, like stones and haystacks, can be made from leftover paper or recyclable materials. Small crumpled pieces of brown paper resemble stones, while thin strips of yellow paper realistically mimic straw. Adding these details not only enriches the scene, but also teaches children how to creatively and consciously reuse materials. As the scene takes shape, children begin to see how each detail contributes to the beauty of the whole. And although the decorations are almost complete, something essential is still missing: the crib for baby Jesus. After all, every nativity scene needs a special manger, and that will be the next step in this magical journey. The manger for baby Jesus is one of the most meaningful elements of the nativity. To create it, start with a piece of neutral colored paper, like beige or brown, to represent wood. Cut and fold the sides to form the characteristic shape of a crib. Explain to the children how the simplicity of this object reflects the humility of Jesus' birth, making the piece even more special. Once the basic structure is built, it's time to add the finishing touch that makes all the difference: the straw. Cut thin strips of yellow or golden paper to represent fibers, and roll them slightly to give them a natural appearance. The children will enjoy filling the crib, learning that even in small details, there is beauty. This step is perfect for teaching patience and care. The next step is to position baby Jesus in the manger. Use small amounts of glue to gently secure him, ensuring he is well-centered. To make the scene even more enchanting, suggest that the children draw a delicate blanket or add stars around the crib with shiny paper. This adds a touch of love and personalization to the nativity scene. With the crib finished, the heart of the nativity scene comes to life. But no manger is complete without a proper setting to house it. Next, we'll dive into the process of building the stable, where the entire scene comes together and gains even more meaning. Building the stable is the centerpiece that unites all the elements of the nativity. To begin, choose firmer paper, such as cardstock or thin cardboard, to ensure the walls remain stable. Cut and fold each part according to the templates, forming the side walls and the facade. Explain to the children that this structure symbolizes a humble place filled with meaning, a detail that can be explored as they personalize the space with textures and embellishments. The roof can be made from brown or orange paper to simulate the look of wood or clay. Adding thin, overlapping strips creates a shingle effect, enhancing the visual appeal. Here, children can let their imaginations run wild. How about drawing small details, like cracks or age planks? This step allows each stable to have a unique and full of character appearance. Don't forget the fence, a detail often overlooked but one that adds even more authenticity to the scene. Small strips of cardboard can be glued together to form a fence around the stable. This area can be filled with previously created decorative elements, such as stones, palm trees, or even paper animals like the donkey. When everything is assembled, take a moment to admire the teamwork that led to this creation. The stable is more than a structure. It's the stage where the story of Christmas unfolds. And like any stage, it needs a special highlight. The shining star we'll add in the next step. Ready to put the finishing touch on your nativity scene? With the stable ready, it's time to add the nativity scene's most iconic detail, the shining star. To create it, cut golden or silver paper into the shape of a star, and if possible, use a glittery paper for a special effect. Fix it to the top of the stable using a nylon thread or a toothpick to make it stand out. Explain to the children that this star symbolizes the light that guided the wise men, a detail that can inspire a sense of wonder while assembling. In addition to the star, consider ways to make the nativity scene more interactive. How about adding extra figures, like shepherds or small animals, using leftover paper? Encourage the children to draw and cut additional figures, such as a camel or a sheep. These extra elements not only enrich the scene, but also stimulate creativity and personalization, transforming each nativity scene into a unique masterpiece. For a more refined finish, use small craft items like glitter or decorative stickers. A touch of sparkle on the edges of the figures or on the palm trees can bring a magical air to the scene. However, it's important to keep these details balanced to avoid overloading the composition. Here, less is more, and the focus should remain on the nativity's simplicity and meaning. Now that all the elements are in place, the nativity scene is complete, but its magic remains alive. It's not just a decorative piece, but a reminder of the Christmas spirit and the togetherness that was necessary to create it. So, why not invite everyone to admire this masterpiece and share the meaning behind each detail? The completed nativity scene is more than a holiday decoration. It's a work of art filled with stories, creativity, and heartfelt moments. Each piece, from the stable to the smallest decorative element, represents the efforts and imagination of everyone involved. Encourage the children to reflect on the process, the skills they've learned, the teamwork they've demonstrated, and the patience they've cultivated. As you admire the finished scene, use it as an opportunity to discuss the values symbolized in each element. The humble stable, the straw-filled crib, and the shining star all speak to the essence of the Christmas story: love, humility, and hope. Share how these themes can inspire not only the holiday season, but also everyday life. If possible, display the nativity scene in a special place in your home where everyone can see and appreciate it. Invite family and friends to observe the work and share their own thoughts about the process. This moment of sharing and recognition helps strengthen the bonds between everyone who participated and keeps the Christmas spirit alive. For those who enjoyed the process, consider expanding the project in future years. You could add new elements to the nativity scene, such as additional figures, props, or even a backdrop. This evolving creation becomes a family tradition, growing richer with each passing holiday season. In addition to being a cherished tradition, the handmade nativity scene serves as a tangible reminder of the importance of simplicity and heartfelt effort. In a world often dominated by the rush and complexity of modern life, this humble project offers a moment of pause to reconnect with the true spirit of Christmas. Finally, remember that the greatest gift of this activity is the time spent together, crafting something meaningful as a family. Each piece tells a story, not only of the nativity, but also of the love and creativity that went into its creation. These are the memories that will last far beyond the holiday season. The beauty of creating a handmade nativity scene lies in its ability to bring people together. It's not just about assembling a craft. It's about sharing laughter, stories, and the spirit of togetherness. As you wrap up this creative journey, take a moment to celebrate what you've accomplished as a family or group. While the finished nativity scene may sit quietly in its display, it holds a vibrant story of collaboration and care. Its presence in your home will remind you of the time and effort spent creating something meaningful together. This activity transforms into a treasured family tradition, a yearly reminder of the joy found in simplicity and shared experiences. To enhance the nativity scene's display, consider using soft lighting or a decorative backdrop. A simple string of warm lights or a fabric drape can add a touch of magic to the scene, making it even more special. Encourage the children to help set up the final display, allowing them to feel pride in showcasing their work to others. As Christmas approaches, take time to sit together by the nativity scene and revisit the story it represents. Encourage discussions about the values and lessons it embodies: love, humility, kindness, and hope. These conversations will deepen everyone's understanding and connection to the holiday's true essence. When Christmas is over and it's time to carefully pack away the nativity scene, involve everyone in preserving the pieces. Store each component with care so that they're ready for next year's tradition. This process, too, can become a moment of reflection, reinforcing the memories made during its creation. Finally, as you look back on this project, know that its impact extends far beyond the holiday season. The lessons, bonds, and joy it brings are lasting gifts, enriching not only Christmas, but the moments shared throughout the year.